Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in this video, I am going to be showing you how you can create a beautiful and professional general Shopify store that actually gets sales. I'm going to be showing you everything over the shoulder step by step, so that even if you are brand new to dropshipping, you are not tech savvy, and you have never built a store before, you will be able to walk away from this tutorial with a beautiful store that actually converts and gets sales. Okay, so to jump right into this, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you get the extended Shopify trial, and you can do this by using the link in the description. So if you just go ahead and open up that link, you can see this is going to take us over to Shopify, and you can get a 3-day free trial. And then after that, it is just $1 per month for the first 3 months. So from this page, just go ahead and enter your email address in right here. And then once that is done, click on Start Free Trial. It's then going to ask us a bunch of random questions right here. So we can just click on Skip All at the bottom. Select the country where your business is located. So just choose where you are right now and then click on Next. And then just like that, it's going to take us over to Shopify, and we are now on the free trial. The first thing that we want to do before we go into the online store and we start customizing anything or adding our product in is, as you can see in the theme library, we cannot publish this theme because we are not actually on a plan. So the first thing that we want to do is just go over to home right here. And then as you can see, it says extend your trial for $1. It says £1 for me because I'm in the UK, but it should say $1 for 3 months on select plans. So we can click on select plan right here. And then of course, we just want to go with the basic plan. And then right here, we can go ahead and confirm the basic plan. Now, because we are on the free trial, of course, we are not going to be charged today. So we just select the monthly plan, click on confirm, enter your information in right here, and then you can go ahead and sign up for the basic Shopify plan. So once that is done, you have signed up to Shopify and you now have your plan. What we can then do is go over here to online store on the left-hand side. And then as you can see, the current theme right here is set to Dawn. Now this is the automatic Shopify theme that it is set to by default. However, I really don't like this theme, so we want to go ahead and change this. So if we just scroll down here to popular free themes, what we can then do is click on visit theme store right here. And this is going to bring up all of the different themes that we can get with Shopify. You will notice that some of these are paid, like you can pay $360, $320. However, I would recommend for everybody just to go to free right here and choose from one of these free themes. We have 12 free themes right here, and there is one that works specifically well for a general store, and that is Studio. This works by far the best, so just go ahead and select Studio right here, and then click on Try Theme. That is then going to go ahead and add Studio to the online store, and this is now going to be added to the theme library. Now, as you can see, this is still loading in, and Dawn is still currently the theme that we have for the store. So as soon as Studio loads in right here, what we can then do is go ahead and click Publish on this right-hand side. So we can just go ahead and publish that right there. And then as you can see, the Studio theme is now going to be the current theme for our store. Now, before we actually go in and we start customizing this store, the first thing that we want to do is go ahead and add our products. To do this, just go up to the product section on the left-hand side. And then if you already have your product, just go ahead and click on Add Product. And then you can list them all in right here. You can create a title, description, media, all of that good stuff. However, if you are doing what probably 90% of people watching this video are going to do, then you will be importing your product from Aliexpress. So just go ahead and pull up all of your products on Aliexpress right here. Make sure that you have all of your products up on Aliexpress. And then you want to go over to this website called DSers. Now, I will leave a link down in the description. And if you go ahead and click on that link, you will be able to access the DSers free plan. So all we need to do from here is once you are on DSers, go ahead and click try for free in this top corner. And then we just need to go ahead and create a DSers account. So enter your email and create a password right here. And then once you have done that, just click on create account. From here, it's then going to say what platform do you want to access. So we want to click on Shopify right here. And then go ahead and click on install. This is then going to take us back over to Shopify. And then as you can see, we just click on this install button right here. And this is going to go ahead and install DSers. So we just click install one more time. And then just like that, it's going to install on Shopify and take us back over to DSers. From here, we then need to go ahead and choose a plan. Now you can ignore these paid plans right here. We do not need them. Just go with the free plan right here. Click on get started. And then as you can see, it now says link your suppliers. So all we have to do is click onto Aliexpress right here. And then either sign in or create your Aliexpress account. Once you have done all of that, you will then be taken over to this screen on DSers. So all we need to do is click on Chrome extension right here and go ahead and install this Chrome extension. So we can just click on add to Brave, add the extension right here. And as you can see, that has now been added. Once that is in extensions, we can then go over to whichever product you have on AliExpress. And you should see a button that says add to DSers. Now I don't, so what I'm assuming has happened here is that I'm just not logged in. There we go. So we can simply go ahead and log back in with DSers right here. And then just like that, if we now go back to AliExpress and hit refresh, boom. You can see we now have this add to DSers button. So we just want to go through here, click on add to DSers, and then you will see this is imported. So just go along and do this to each and every one of the products that you want to add to your store. So I just went ahead and added all of these to DSers right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and close out of all of these. And then if we go back over to DSers, what you will then see is if we go to the import list down this left-hand side, all of these products are now going to be imported in. So these are now on DSers. However, they are not yet on Shopify. Like if I just go back here, you can see none of them are on Shopify yet. So all we have to do to get these onto Shopify is click on this button that says push to store. However, before we do that, we want to go ahead and edit these and change the title right here. So in this, I'm just going to call this phone camera. So you change the title to something that is a lot better than the default one. And then if we go over to variants, you can see there are 92 different variants for this. And this is not what I want to do. So we can see there are 92 variants here. And the reason for this is these are all for different iPhones. So what I can do is, for example, 7 or 8 Plus, it's a little bit old for the phone. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all of these that I don't want to add. So I just went ahead and did that. And then all I'm going to do is the ones that I have ticked, click on remove, and then those variants will be deleted. Then I can simply click on save. And then with that new title and the new variants, I'm now going to go ahead and push this to store. And then from here, we want to uncheck all of these boxes, apart from the one that says also publish to online store. We can then click push to store right here. And then this is going to get pushed to the Shopify store. So once this finishes loading, just like that, I can now go over to Shopify, hit refresh, and then as you can see, that iPhone camera is now there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through these, do the same thing in editing the title, and then choose the variant that I want. Once you have done that, as you can see, I have all of these products in my store right now. Keep in mind that this is just for the example of this tutorial, and when I create my actual general stores, I add a lot more products than this. However, what we want to do is, as I say, once you have all of your products right here, if we go ahead and click into one of these, you can see that the description right here is absolutely horrible, and this just does not look professional at all. So what you actually want to do is you now want to go into all of your items and delete all of the description that is in here already, because this just doesn't look professional, and nobody is going to buy from a description that looks like this. Once you have deleted your description, all we need to do is go over to Amazon and search for the product that you are selling. As you can see, these are like women's clogs. So I just searched for women's clogs on Amazon. And then as we can see, these ones right here are pretty similar. Now, if we go down, you can see the description. Okay, this one is not the best. Let me go and find a different one. Okay, so this one is a little bit better. So all we would do is simply copy this description right here. And we are not going to go ahead and paste this straight into Shopify, as that would be copyright infringement and we do not want to go down that path. Instead, you want to go over to this website called ChatGPT. It is completely free. And then all we need to do is paste in exactly what we just copied and say rewrite this description to make it sound better for my Shopify store. And then as you can see, ChatGPT is automatically going to create an awesome description for us that we can simply copy from here because this is non-copyrighted. Go over to Shopify and then we can simply paste it in right here. So we now have the title, we now have the description. And then if we go down, I like these images, they seem awesome already. So for these images, I'm just going to go ahead and leave them as they are. So I will find one in a second where the images do not look as good and I will show you what to do there. But then we can come down and we can see the variants are automatically filled out. So is the shoe size right here. And the reason for this is because we used DSers to import these. So we can effectively leave this as they are. And then the only thing that we need to do here is click into each of these and change the price. So let's say that I want to sell these for $29.99. I can put the price in there. And then I would simply go down and click into all of these and then just change the price right here. Once you have done that, you have changed all the prices. We have the description and the photos. We can simply click on save. And now that product is ready and we can start adding this to the store. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some changes to all of these other items and show you what you can do when the images do not look as good. Now with this one, we can see with these images, this one especially does not look very professional. So all I'm going to do is go ahead and delete this. And then with this one as well, I don't like this text. So I'm going to delete this as well. So once you have edited the images, you have added a description and we have all of these products ready for the store. The next thing that we want to go ahead and do is sort these all into collections. So just go ahead and click on collections on this left-hand side. You may already have one that Shopify has automatically created here. So you can just go ahead and delete that. Now the next thing that we want to do is click on create a collection right here. And then if I actually take a look at my products, we can create a collection for shoes. So that is exactly what I am going to do. I'm going to click create a collection and I'm going to call this shoes. Now you can also add a description. This is completely up to you, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So I usually leave this as it is. And then for the collection type, go ahead and change this to manual. You then also want to add in an image. So I'm just going to add in an image right there. Once the collection has been created, just click on save. And then all we need to do now is we have the collection for shoes, as you can see here. So if we go over to products, I can now go down and select all of these shoes. And then all I have to do is click on these three dots right here for more actions and click on add to collections. From here, I can then click the shoes collection, click on save, and boom, just like that, I now have all of my shoe products in the shoe collection. Now, once again, if I go back and look at my products right here, let's create a tech collection. So I go back to collections, once again, click create collection, and then I will call this tech. Set this to manual and then add an image once again. From here, we just do the same thing as last time where I collect all of the tech, just like this. Click on these three dots, add to collections, and then add these two tech. Now I'm just going to go ahead and create a new one for cooking and I will come back once I have done that. So I just finished up adding all of these different collections. Right now I have 3 collections. However, for your store, as I say, I would recommend adding a lot more products to this and make sure you have about 5 to 10 collections. So once you have all of your collections, the very last thing that we are going to do in the collection section is go ahead and create one more collection and call this viral product. The reason that we do this is because one of the main reasons that general stores fail is when you are pushing your products on TikTok or Facebook or however you are promoting your products, is people will come to general stores, they can't find the product that they are looking for, and then they just leave. So this right here is going to solve that problem. We make this viral product, and then in here, you are going to add and change out all of the current products that you are promoting on social media. So in this example, I can just go ahead and save this. And then what I can do is go to products. And let's say that I'm going to push this cherry pitter, the countdown timer, the rainbow charger, and the phone camera. This is what I have decided that I will be creating TikTok videos about, or I am going to run ads for. So I'm just going to go ahead and add these to the viral products collection. Then I just need to go ahead and add in an image right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab something to do with TikTok. Let's just go for this, and then I can add this in right here. Once you have gone through that, we have all of the collections, including the viral products collection. All of your products have been added, and you have updated the descriptions and the images. Now we can actually go ahead and start building the store. So to do this, all we are going to do is click on online store right here. And then as you can see, you should have the studio theme that we set before. So we can go in and customize this. This is going to bring up a blank version of your website right here. And don't worry if this looks a little bit confusing. I'm going to make this as simple as possible, and all you have to do is follow along. So you should see over on this left-hand side, we have a header section, we have a template section, and then if we scroll down, we have a footer. So the first thing that we want to do is under template, just go through and click on the trash icon next to all of these different sections right here. The last one that you have won't be able to be deleted. So just go ahead and click on this eye icon, and then it is hidden. All we have now is the header section and the footer section, and this template is blank. So this is where we can go ahead and start adding our own sections in and start really customizing this store. Now from here, we just go to template once again. This time we are going to add a section, and in here, we want to go for the featured collection. So we add a featured collection right here. And then you can see on this right-hand side, this is where we can customize this featured collection. So all we are going to do is go down to where it says select collection right here. Go ahead and click into this. And then at the very top of the site, we want viral products. So we can add this in right there. Click on select. And as you can see, this is the featured collection. Now, I do not want it to say this. So once again, I'm just going to scroll up to the top here. And then in the heading, I'm going to change this to viral product, just like that. And then as you can see, we now have the viral product section right at the top of the website. So when people come to the store, they can instantly see what they are looking for. Once you have done that, we can then go down and add in a new section. Once again, we are going to add a featured collection. And then in the featured collection, we just want to go ahead, once again, click on select collection on this right-hand side. And from here, choose any of these collections. It doesn't really matter which one. I'm just going to go for tech. We can click select. And then once again, I'm going to change this heading to tech collection, just like that. Once again, come over to the right-hand side. We are going to add a new section. However, in here, instead of adding another featured collection, we want to go down and add in a multi-column right here. So go ahead and add this in. And then as you can see, we have a header as well as 3 different sections. Now for the first heading right here, we are going to call this free shipping. And then underneath, you can just go ahead and either create your own description right here, or you can simply copy the one that I have put on my store. For the second column, we are going to call this premium quality. And then once again, you can either come up with your own text here, or you can just copy exactly what I have put. And then for the third section, we are going to call this the best prices. And then once again, you can either copy this or come up with your own. The other thing that we are going to do is just click on this text up here. And then we can simply change this to your brand name. So just enter your brand name right here. So for me, that's GeForce North. So I'd say the GeForce North Promise. Just like that. Once you have done that, we also need to get rid of this button. So just scroll down until you see the button label option, and then we can delete this, and that will get rid of the button. So as you can see, the website is starting to come along a little bit. It still looks a bit boring with the white background, but we can fix that up later. From here, we are then going to add in a new section. Once again, go for a featured collection right here. And then we can choose one of the ones that has not been chosen yet. So we just click select collection. And then I think I did tech earlier. So right here, I'm going to go for cooking. Add that. And then we are just going to add one more section. And in here, featured collection once again. And we just make this the one that hasn't been chosen, which is going to be the shoes. We can then select that. Now, the one thing that I would say about this store is, for this example, there is just not enough products here. So it looks a little bit unprofessional due to the fact that we have the same product here and here and here. But when you actually do this for real and you are adding 100 different products to your store, it is going to look very different and it's going to look a lot more professional. The next thing that I want to change is actually the color and the background of this. Now, to change the color of the background, I'm just going to go ahead and click into the theme settings right here. And then if you go down, you can see the colors section. So just go ahead and open this up. And we want to create a new color scheme. That is going to take you over to this area. And if you just want a plain background like red, we can add that in. However, what I would recommend is going for this background gradient because it looks super professional on your store. We have a few gradients to choose from, so I would recommend choosing one of these, and I'm just going to go for this one right here. That gradient is now selected, and then all I'm going to do from here is the rest looks okay for now. And what you will notice is, although I have created this new color scheme, the website has not updated yet. The reason for this is because all of these different sections have their own color scheme. So what we need to do is click into each section, scroll down until you see color scheme, and then we can change this to the one that you have just created. So I'm going to go for this one, click on this top section, and then I can go ahead and change the color scheme right here. That is going to take you over to this area. And if you just want a plain background like red, we can add that in. However, what I would recommend is going for this background gradient because it looks super professional on your store. We have a few gradients to choose from, so I would recommend choosing one of these, and I'm just going to go for this one right here. That gradient is now selected, and then all I'm going to do from here is the rest looks okay for now, and change the entire color scheme for this store. And already you can see it's starting to look a lot more professional. The font that comes with this theme looks pretty terrible in my opinion. So we just once again want to click into the theme settings right here and click into typography. So I'm going to go ahead and change this from Electra to one of my favorite fonts, which is Montserrat. So we can go ahead and select this, and you can see that makes a massive difference to the site. Now, we also want to go ahead and create a logo instead of this saying My Store at the top. So all we are going to do is click into the header section, and then you can see it says edit your logo in theme settings. So if we just click into this, it's then going to bring us up to the logo section on the left hand side. So all we have to do is select an image, and then I'm just going to add my logo in right here. We can then select this, add this to the store. And then as you can see, this is now going to appear with your logo. Once you have your logo, we can then add in this banner at the top. So we want to go into here and we want to edit this. So we can click on the text right here. And then we just want to change this to free worldwide shipping, just like that. Once again, the color here doesn't look the best. So let me just go ahead and change the color scheme, and boom. Once all of this is done right here, we just want to go ahead and save the website, because we need to update this menu to have all of our different collections in. Right now, it just says home and contact. So let's go ahead and change this. To do this, we just want to exit out of the store right here. And then once you are back on this Shopify page, just go over to navigation on this left-hand side. And then once the navigation menu loads up, click into main menu. We then want to go ahead and this contact section right here, just go ahead and delete this. And then click on add menu item. From here, we go to the second box down, click into collections right here, and then you add each of these collections. So let's start with viral products. We can add that, and viral products is now in there. We then want to add a new one. Once again, go to collections. We can then go for cooking, add this. And then it's the same process where we just go to collections, choose the other one, add. And then I will just do this for the last one right here. Once all of that has been added, we can then click on save menu. And now if we go back over to the store, you can see that this top section has been updated, and we now have all of these sections above. Now all of that is done. The last thing that we actually need to add here is just the legal pages, and also connect up the payment providers so that you can actually get paid when people buy from your store. To do this, we just once again want to exit out of the store, and from here, click into the settings in the bottom left corner. Once this loads up, just click into policies on this left-hand side. And then if we go down, we can see these are all of the policy sections. Now, this is actually super simple. You don't have to hire a lawyer or anything like that. We simply click on the template button right here. And then this is going to load in an entire template for you. And it's going to pre-write your return and refund policy. The only thing that we will have to change is right here, you can see it says insert return address. So you just enter your address in there. We can also do the same for the privacy policy, create from template. And then as you can see, it's going to load in the entire template. All we need to do is look through for these square brackets and replace whatever it is asking for. So we can then go down and add in all of these different templates right here. And once you have got all of your templates, we can click on save. We then need to go ahead and add these to the site so that people can actually view them and click on them. So just exit out of the settings right here. Once the Shopify page loads up, we want to go to the navigation menu once again. And then instead of going for the main menu this time, we are going to go for the footer menu. Now, you may have a few things in here like search or something like that. So just delete everything right there. And then once again, we want to add menu item. This time from the bottom bar, we open this up and go into policies right here. And then we select each policy individually. So there we have contact information. We then have privacy policy. And you can just go through and add these all to your store. Once you have added all of these, we just want to go back over to Shopify and just check that these have been added to the store. So if I scroll down, you can see that these haven't been added. So what I'm going to do is click into the footer. And if you don't see these menu items, just add a new block and then go for the menu option right there. And as you can see, these are going to load in. We can delete this quick links right here, and we are just going to be left with those legal pages. So just back out of your store again, and then head into settings. And then in here, we want to go over to payments so that we can set up payment providers. Now, I'm not going to go through this in a lot of detail because it is very simple. But the first one that you want to do is go for Shopify payments. Simply click on complete account setup. And then you can go through and add tax information so that you can accept Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and these other cards. The next two that you want to go for is PayPal. Once again, click complete account setup, and Amazon to activate Amazon Pay. And then once you have gone through and added all of those, you will have the payment providers that you need from your store. The very last thing that we are going to do is add a domain. So click on domains right here. And as you can see, this is my current Shopify domain. So this right here looks horrible, looks super unprofessional for me to be sharing online. So you just want to go for buy a new domain, and then you enter in the domain that you want right here. So I could go for GeForce North General just as an example. You can see it will cost $15 per year. So I can buy this domain, go through and connect it to my store. So that is how you can create a general store on Shopify. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.